So karibuni sana, fill us form. Karibu, Mr. John Jao.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As you've heard, my name is John Jao. I'm an old profession in terms of teaching. Welcome to Frontlearn Institute. At this particular moment, we are here, and who are we? That's the first question we need to ask ourselves. We are a tertiary training institute that focuses on empowering the lives of young people through skills, training, and knowledge building. We are dedicated to impact practical skills in a state-of-the-art school. We want to utilize the innovative learning models that address a wide variety of learning needs, enforce discipline while maintaining fun and supportive atmosphere, ensure our graduates leave us with a complete range of skills needed in the marketplace. Many a times in high school, students usually look for what we call an A, always working hard to get an A. But when we come to tertiary colleges, we actually look for an E. This time not E for failure, but E for making us get employed, satisfying the employer that truly you have the right skill. And that is the core business here. We have a mission that is to empower Africa through skills training, knowledge building, and godly wisdom. And our vision is to revolutionize the learning and make Africa globally competitive. Ladies and gentlemen, Frontlearn, we stand for a number of things. We believe that anyone with a passion and zeal, when we keep with the right practical training, can make a significant transformative impact in Africa. Can be written somewhere on a person who is actually ready to learn more. Tertiary colleges and institutions are critical drivers in delivering the right practical training that transforms lives and powers national economies across Africa. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we stand for this kind of the right practical training. We know clearly that theories are no longer very important. A theory that cannot be transformed into practicability. In mathematics, we usually have so many theories. The De Moivre's theory, the Cauchy theorem theories. Unless we transform them into practicability, then they lack the meaning. Frontlearn, we are accredited by TVET. Institution, Frontlearn Institute of Technology is an accredited pioneer designed to revolutionize learning and make Africa globally competitive. As you've heard, we deliver world-class, high-value training at a very low cost. So, accredited authority is TVET. We are located in Kahawa, Wendani, and the approach there is on creative industrialization practical training. We want to be leaders in culinary art. That's our first area, superior value in culinary arts program, active in learning education with emerging market needs, the chef of the day, the creative art competitive, very positive industry uptake and feedback on students. We are trying to be very good in culinary art, and majority of our students who have been here with us have gotten very good jobs out there. We started Frontlearn in the year 2015 when we opened our doors on computer courses. 2 years later, we introduced the short courses in culinary art. And in 2021, we are accredited by TVET. 2023, we started the hostels. We have some students who are boarding. And 2024, we did the reintroduction of the cosmetology. Last year, we brought in the barista course, scaling the ICT. And last year, we had the first graduation ceremony, which was well attended. So we brought in the artificial intelligence to enhance efficiency, innovation, also in hospitality. Somebody will come in and talk about the AI much later. This is our facility. This is how we look like. And there is a small video you want to hear. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can clearly see those are our facilities, quite a number. We also have hostels, as you've seen. Everything here we're trying. Now, we partner with Frontlearn in terms of the career talks and webinars. We have some teachers whom we've been looking for, especially when we went for Science Congress in Nairobi, in Nairobi Girls, and in Garissa, and many others whom we have interacted with. So we have those high school demos and skills workshops, the sponsorship programs that are there for us. Now, I'd like us to quickly review the trend and the numbers since 2015 up to 2025. Those students who sat for the KCSE and their trends and the strategic imperative for the TVET core sector. The KCSE grade distribution trend, as you can clearly see on my wall, on our wall, is that in 2015, we had 300 and out of the 521,240, the 351,748 could not attain to enter the university to get the courses, the grades that are required to join the university. we've gotten those numbers from the Kenya, the what do you call it, the NEC, Kenya National Examination Council, and you can see the trend. This issue of the university and the parents here we are, that if a child does not attain the university grade, he seems as if he or she seems to have failed in terms of future. And therefore, when we now bring in the TVET courses, here we are, we say that we are able to change the lives of such students, especially when we give them the right skills. The university entry gap is widening, as we can clearly see, and that is why now the issue of the TVET courses is coming in. If you look at the gaps between the haves and the haves not in terms of the skills, we have the academic track, that is the C+ and above. As you can see, it's about 27%. The C and below is about 73%. That's about 718,000 students. Sorry, 718,000 students who don't qualify to get to the university. And historically, underserved, the TVET and the practical skills focus on the economic potential. And this is where we are now hoping that we can change the lives of such students. Frontlearn's imperative, that is bridging the gap for 718,000 students annually who don't attain the university. So the Frontlearn isn't just an alternative pathway, it is a vital infrastructure for Kenya's overlooked majority, transforming a systematic bottleneck into the country's greatest human capital asset. It is possible that we can give these students the right skills, because the industry, there they are really looking for these people. It is very interesting that the majority of the industry people are saying, we have no one to employ, whereas we have all these kind of people because they don't have the right skills. So if we do the right skill, then the jobs are there for us. The employment outcomes of the TVET graduates versus the university graduates in Kenya, you cannot compare. Comparing the pathways to employment in Kenya's labor market, there we are. Sad reality, there is like a small video here which we all listened to sometimes back. Allow me to remind you.
They told us, go to school. Education is the key, they said. We sat in classes with no windows. We studied in torn uniform on empty stomachs. We believed them. Our parents believed them too. They gave everything. Sold cows, missed meals, broke their back just to see us wear that gown. And years later, here I am, graduated, jobless, hopeless.
Okay, now, these are some of the things that, these are some of the sad reality that we usually have, that our students usually go through university lives. Very difficult. Our parents there, they are selling everything, promising that these students, at the end of it all, they will get to better jobs. We've heard all this. We are told the same thing. Study hard all the time. And here you are. At the end of it all, no job. But then, is it the job or the right skills that we don't have? So the university graduate employment findings, as you can see, this one, we got it from the study that was done 2022 of 2023. The University of Nairobi States of Graduate Employability in Kenya report, the TVET Authority Annual Returns Report 2023, the Scholar Media Africa. It's trying to tell us that 38% of the University of Nairobi graduates get the jobs, whereas from Kenyatta University, 30%, Moi University, 25%, JKUAT, 19%, and the Technical University of Kenya, about 10%. All the others also, they miss. Coming to the distributed workforce, artificial intelligence and automation are not just changing jobs, they are eliminating the traditional corporate structure entirely. The entry-level roles are vanishing rapidly, as we can clearly see from what we have. The middle management layers are being permanently flattered. The nearly 50% of the core skills mastered today will be obsolete in a few years to come. And therefore, the vast majority of future jobs have not been invented yet. As we can see, the future jobs are yet to come. The skill gaps crisis, as you can see, a skill gap occurs when employees or existing workers possess inadequate skills in meeting the business aspiration of the industry. We know very well when we are doing the SGR, we wanted people who could just do simple skill of welding. And true to the word, we could not get people who could weld. Reasons, they don't have the right skills. And therefore we had to import about 3,000 people who could come here and import. So we are saying a skill gap occurs when employees or existing workers possesses inadequate skills. We have many who have those kind of inadequate skills. So if we give people the right skills, there we are. Employers report significant mismatch between the skills available in the labor market and those required for available jobs, making this a top priority policy concern. 42%, there they are. Even with the high unemployment rates, many employers struggle to find suitable skilled workers, as I have said. It comes of the simple job like welding. Many people who are chief chefs in the big hotels, they come from outside the country. Not because we can't have them, but it's because we are not giving them the right skills. If we do, there we are. Where skill shortages are most acute, as I have seen, the issue of manufacturing, the employees admitted employers to hiring applicants with the lower qualifications that are required just to fill critical vacancies. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are saying is that if we give people the right skills, all this will come to an end. For transportation and logistics, we have 48%, hospitality and tourism 41%, architecture and construction 36%, and these are the shortage for the TVET level roles. So for engineering, about 30%. And good. So what we are saying in short, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have a role to play, and we need to bring in all these kind of people so that we can help each other. Business costs and the skills gap, there they are. And at this juncture, let me give back to Kirunda here, Kiruthi, to continue at this particular juncture.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Principal, for taking us so well. And as I proceed on here, basically, I think the message that is coming out is that we are seeing a huge gap in terms of the employer, the job market getting the right skill from the colleges and the TVETs. And we are seeing that these businesses are complaining that there is a lot of shortage of skills. And because of that shortage of skills, they are not able to expand as much as possible. Their businesses are inhibited. So a lot of businesses are complaining that because we don't have the right skills, we cannot expand. Because we don't have the right skills, we are affecting our revenues. So we had 24% of nearly a quarter of the employers experienced direct revenue loss attributed to skill deficiency. And we are seeing even 50% are saying that, you know, we have hired, but we just have not hired the right people because they don't have the right skill. So, what we are seeing is that we are really seeing a big problem here. Our young people don't have jobs, and the job market is saying that they do not have people to hire. And this is where we want to come together and have a discussion on how we could enhance this thing forward. So why does this matter? As I mentioned, it matters because of the gap that we're seeing, our young employments not having jobs, and our employers saying that they are not having the right skills. But at the same time, our universities are pumping a lot of people to the job market, and that is resulting to a lot of frustration with our people. So the graduate employability is now a central issue in Kenya's education. We are seeing a lot of drive coming in to pump a lot of energy on the TVET side, because we have seen that TVET is really the engines that drive an economy. We see even countries like Germany, who are really doing well, who have really focused on TVETs, and as a result, that TVET strong background that they have has driven the economy in a significant way. Okay, so now on the flip side, let's look at the people who are graduating from TVETs. We are actually seeing, this was a study that was done by the Coast National Polytechnic, and they actually saw that almost 81% of the people they graduated in 2022, 2023 ended up having jobs. The year that followed after that, 2024 to 2025, about 80% ended up having jobs. So you even have a much better employment status with the TVETs than even the universities. And what we're also seeing is that the TVETs have a much better match in terms of graduates' skills were appropriately matched for the role that they are going to do, better than some of what we are seeing in the universities. So this is one of the gaps that we are trying to address in this particular regime. And this is a study, this is the same thing that has been seen, where we are seeing a better employability rate coming from the TVETs than what we are seeing on with the universities. And we are also trying to say that even as these people are being absorbed more, remember the employers are also saying that even some of the people who are coming in, we're just taking them in, but they still don't have the right skills. So what we are looking at it is that, hey, how can we make sure that we are really very well tied up with the industry, understanding what skills they are in. And now with this program that we are rolling out as the Frontlearn Ambassadors Program, let's also tie on with people who are in high schools, who are also playing a huge role in mentoring our young, to ensure that everyone is on the same page as what the industry is expecting. So this is a TVET imperative. We are seeing the university degree are no longer the ultimate answer to every student. Young people, especially the marginalized, need immediate, affordable, and inclusive education. So TVET provides the critical alternative pathway that really delivers this competency-based education and training that bridges the gap between secondary and the actual workforce. So this is exactly why we are here, because we are looking to have this partnership with members of high schools, high school teachers, because we are looking at it in terms of, if we all can come together and be able to discuss about these problems, we can have better outcomes. We as Frontlearn are usually in the middle, and we have a much better feel of what the industry needs. Why do we have that much better feel? Is that when we train our people, they usually go for attachments in the industry, and as a result, we partner with a lot of the industries to see how are our students doing in those attachments. And they're able to tell us, okay, your students are lacking A, B, C, D. Your students are doing well here. Your students are doing well here. So we get real-time feedback from the industry, and that by itself, we are able to come and tweak our curriculum to look at how can we emphasize and be able to resolve things that the industry is suggesting that we are lacking. So we have a very good, I want to say, rapport with the industry, because the industry will tell us what skills and knowledge that they require. They will tell us the industry trends. They will even provide us, advice on what we need to do as far as our students are concerned. And we go ahead and amend the curriculums, and we make sure that we are providing what they need. So what we are trying to do is here, how can we now get a partnership with the high school teachers? Because we know that our pipeline starts from high school. So if we can share some of this knowledge with our high school counterparts, they have a role to create career awareness, to be able to identify the people who are looking to take the TVET path. And we have seen that the numbers are huge. We're talking of almost 700,000. That's almost three-quarters of a million people. They can advise them on the career pathways that are available. And that way, these people can start forming the path that they want to approach earlier on, which avoids someone getting frustrated, wasting time, and also preparing themselves from the job market that we are in today. So that's where we are looking at it in terms of, if we have this partnership with high school people, with high school teachers, and continually equip you with all the tools that you require as far as guiding students are concerned. We share all the information that we're getting in the industry, we can all have better outcomes for our kids. We can avoid frustrations that we are seeing they have. We can be able to get them to think along the correct lines that will bring about efficiency, and that way together we will win as a nation, because we can have much better outcomes. So we're saying that a strong industry linkage will provide very better outcomes, and that's why this program comes into play. So this program, what we're calling the Frontlearn Career Ambassador Program, what it's doing is helping us bridge this gap. Coming in and talking to providing these opportunities for teachers to advise their students, so that when they leave high school, they have a clear path. We avoid students coming out of high school without a clear path of what the employment outcomes were about. We avoid having students coming out of high school with an expectation, a weird expectation of how the job market is. We want to bring that reality ahead of time, and once we do it, I believe we can all have better outcomes here. So so, and why are we looking to target high schools? We understand the role the teacher does in high schools. High school teachers and counselors are the most trusted advisors in our young person's life. The teachers influence career advice. As a teacher, you have a role to even shape the parent's decision, even to illuminate alternative pathways beyond universities. So you can be able to share with people who feel that because I got a C and below, I don't have hope. You can be able to restore them and telling them, you know what, even the world right now is requiring a lot of people who have skills, so focus on skills. So high school teachers are a keystone in the career ecosystem, and without your guidance, students cannot find the path. So this is why we are having this particular program. We're calling it the Frontlearn Career Ambassadors Program. It's a formal partnership designed to empower educators, and we are looking to for teachers to guide students towards high demand, skill-based careers while earning professional recognition and also direct financial rewards for your impact. We're not just looking at your role as just offering the advice. No, we are saying that, hey, you know what? How about you offer career guidance to your students? We will continually present opportunities for you to have the right tools and everything that is required to offer guidance to your students. But when you end up getting a few students enrolled, especially when they come to us, we are saying, hey, you know, there will be a commission that will be attached to the work that you have done. So there will be a commission, and that is the benefits of this particular program. But that's not only it. We will also look at how can we create networking opportunities for our high school. We are now getting into this AI era. This AI era is actually a wonderful era. AI has come to disrupt the session in a significant way. And we are fortunate enough to be training artificial intelligence, and we want to share some of those skills with our teachers so that you can be a bit more efficient. And this will be the sessions that will be done through webinars similar to this for our high school teachers, so that they can be more equipped to have the right skill to enhance efficiency in their workplace. And when they have efficiency and they use these skills, they will have perhaps more time to even spend time on this career mentorship. So we are looking at bridging this educational gap to the workforce. And as we have seen is that the challenge here is very clear, that we have over 70% of our youth who lack access to structured guidance. They don't have the right guidance. Like I think it was just the other day, I think sometime last month, I went to a particular high school event, and when we talked to the students, and we told them that, you know what, even for a student who has a knee, has an option to take some of the courses that are TVET. One of the students came in and he said, you know what, may God bless you guys. I never realized that if I had an E, I have an option beyond high school. And TVET provides an option. There are different entry levels for entering jobs. So if someone who is not very good in theory and wants to work on practical skills, they can enter through perhaps a level 3 kind of a course and kind of work themselves up into the system by ensuring that they are learning hands-on and practical skills. So what we're noticing is that we need to be able to have a tool or a solution for all our people. For those who are doing very well, we have a solution for universities. For those who are sort of medium, we have a solution, but we also need to have a solution for that 3/4 of the people, the 700,000 plus people who are being graduated in here. So, and that's what we are feeling, that with this kind of partnership, we can help have a particular solution that will deliver better outcomes. So now, I think I'll have to mute someone there. Yes, okay, so now, so why us? One of the things that we pride ourselves is, I think we really look to drive excellence in all our training. We drive excellence. We go above and beyond to see what edge can we give our students so that when they come out, they are very competitive. So we are very mission focused on that. As we had, we are accredited by TVET, and we are also empowering them through values, looking at what, how do we empower them through discipline, innovation, and even godly wisdom. So basically the Career Ambassador Program, an overview, basically what we are doing is we want to connect the youth to high demand skills. And we will get these ambassadors, our teachers, to help do that. We're going to look at how do we formalize the teacher's role as an ambassador so that they can offer that type of thing. We will show you some toolkits that you will end up having that you can be able to share with people who want to understand, hey, if I want to take a career in the culinary arts, I want to become a chef, how do I go about that? You can share that item. If someone who wants to take AI, you would have an AI course. You'll be equipped to understand that. So we are looking at how teachers can become formal ambassadors, guiding students into real life skill-based careers while also building a pipeline of future-ready talent. What's the value proposition for our ambassadors? We are looking at offering trainings. So we'll be having these sessions every 2-3 months. Like one of the trainings today we will be doing is AIforEducators. So one of our instructors will show some of the tricks that you can do to enhance efficiency using AI in the classroom. There's a lot of tips that are coming in there. So you will receive official recognition for that, and some of the trainings that are coming in, because we may have some sponsors here and there, they will be having some certificates that you can be able to take home when you attend. We also will provide networking opportunities. At some point in time, we may end up having sponsored teacher training events or conferences that will bring people together to come in, and from that networking, we are able to share a number of things. There's also, as I mentioned, there is a financial benefit, a direct commission. Like, for example, if you end up referring some students to us, Frontlearn Institute, you will get a commission. For every certificate student that is referred here at Frontlearn Institute, they will, as an instructor, if you use your ambassador ID and you're registered with us, you will get a commission of 2,000 shillings for each and every certificate student and 3,000 shillings for each and every diploma student who is enrolled with us. So we are looking at this particular partnership that even as you're doing this God-given task of guiding people, there will be also a benefit that will come as a result of that. And there will be some huge high-level awards that will go to our our top ambassadors who will be working to refer more students and things of that. That will be done towards the end of the year. So these are the value propositions of someone who becomes a Frontlearn ambassador will benefit from. Okay, so now I've talked about just the benefits. How does this really work? How does it really work? So first of all, we were very fortunate. We met a lot of the people here, and we met them through the Moi Girls and Garissa events. But the first step is you need to register with us. There will be a link that will be shared it's a Google form that will be shared in the comments area there, that allows a particular mwalimu or an ambassador, a potential ambassador, to go ahead and put in the details so that you can get something we call a unique ambassador ID. Now, once you get this unique ambassador ID, we will be able to give you access to a Google Drive that will have a complete digital marketing toolkit that will talk about all these career options that we'll have. We will even have videos that are in this particular Google Drive. We will have a range of information that will be there to help you guide students in getting the right careers. Now, in addition to that, we will be having this 2-hour webinars and workshops. Like today is one of them that is more of an introductory session. But as we are doing this every 2 months, we will be having, webinar or workshops that will be able to translate to you what we are seeing on the marketplace, what type of students are succeeding, and what type of outcomes that we can have that discussion so that you can be able to better advise your people. So that will be the training session or the webinars that will be coming in. And then after that, you can now, when you have someone who is interested in coming and joining with us, on our website under the admissions and ambassador program, there is a place where you can refer students. And as long as you use your ambassador ID, when that student gets enrolled here at the Frontlearn Institute, there will be a financial reward, the commission that will automatically be allocated to you. And there will be tools for you to be monitoring and seeing how that commission is working. How, we look at, like you referred maybe 10 students, have they all enrolled? You should be able to be getting updates on that. There are tools that we will be sharing once you register, and you can be able to see whether your students have enrolled and that type of thing. And once they enroll, at the end of that month, the commissions will be due to you. So, so this is generally how this Frontlearn Ambassador Program works. So, so we're looking obviously to create future-ready career pathways. We saw from the statistics that we saw that the hospitality industry is lacking. The hospitality industry is suffering, where they don't have, 41% of people are saying they don't have the right skills. You go to these high-level hotels, a lot of the high-level chefs are being brought from outside Kenya and earning top dollar. So because we don't have the right skills. So we are working to really make sure that we're equipping our people, have the right skill, go take over these jobs. So we have all these areas. We are looking at technology, AI. AI is becoming such a huge opportunity. We know nowadays we can do so much with AI without knowing so much. So we want to create these opportunities for our young so that they can even become entrepreneurs, solve bigger problems that are out there through AI, create more opportunities that are there. Because knowledge is power. And also in the beauty industry, there's a lot of explosion in the beauty industry. We are seeing trends there, and we want to make sure that everyone is in touch with that, and even courses like barista. So these are the ones that we are talking about, because some of these courses you require to just train for a very short amount of time. You go train, and boom, you can actually start earning your money very quickly. It reduces frustration. It allows someone to be able to kujipanga in a much better way, and that type of thing. We're actually seeing some people in the universities coming in and enrolling to a hair and dressing beauty courses so that they can go and actually be getting money from them doing hairdressing and cosmetology work to fellow students in the university. And you can see that they actually have a much better experience, and they're making some fairly good money. So anyway, so that, that is it. Now, let's talk about the financial flip side. As I mentioned, on this ambassador program, there are commissions. We're talking of 2,000 for a certificate and 3,000 for a diploma certificate. We have people who have actually earned, in a semester, almost 40 or 50,000 shillings through this particular program. So for people who can actually be aggressive and actually be able to guide people appropriately, we can actually end up making more than even 100,000 annually, because we have about 4 semesters in a year. So there is a lot of opportunity here for you to be able to make a good financial reward while while you're still doing your work and you're doing your God-given task of guiding people to the right career. So it's a win-win in different ways. So now there are other ways that we can also partner with Frontlearn. We do a lot of career talks. So perhaps maybe you're in your institution and you want to hear, you want your people to get career talks. We can hold webinars. We actually visit a lot of institutions or high schools and actually empower, high school people to learn about the different career outcomes that are there. Sometimes we actually come and do demos and skills workshops in high schools. We just got done doing one of them in a home science demo, where we went and actually did a whole demo in a home science, trained young people how to do cakes within the confines of the students. We provide all the ingredients, and we also have other sponsorship programs that are there that we can sponsor. Sometimes we are looking for volleyball talent, and if someone has good talent for volleyball, we are looking to absorb some of these people to come and learn for free. So there's a lot of different ways that we can work together and ensure that we are having a win-win throughout. So, and our position is clear. We are looking at having an ethical foundation. We want to have transparency. We talked about the issue of commission. That needs to be very clear. We don't have hidden mechanics. If a student comes and they are able to register with a particular ambassador ID, that amount that we have committed ourselves will be disbursed to that particular person. We agree that commissions will be disbursed only after student pays tuition. So once a student comes and enrolls and be able to pay tuition, that's when at the end of that month the commissions will be released to that particular instructor. But we also want to make sure that we are having professionalism, that ambassadors are encouraged to offer multiple options, because the whole goal is for the student success, not these enrollment quotas. So we are saying that if we can really show students discuss well, we'll have a much better outcome. So this is it. That talks about the ambassador program at a high level, and really it's really an opportunity for every student to guide into successful careers, and where you will earn a commission and a recognition as a career mentor. Now on the link there is a place where there is a form that for those who are interested, they will be joining. They will fill that form. Once they fill that form, our teams will review that information, and the form has been sent in the chat room. And once you send in the chat room, you will receive something we call an ambassador ID. You will also have access to the Frontlearn Ambassador Google Drive folder that has every single digital toolkit that will be required for you to be able to coach and guide students appropriately. And once that is done, you can be able to refer on the website. There is a place where you can refer students, and from there you start earning when students enroll. So it's a wonderful program, and I really encourage all our instructors who are there to join, because it really have good outcomes all in all. So that is it from my end. So, and I think time has gone quite a bit. So I think what we will be doing is that for those who have questions, just make sure you send them on the chat. We will be able to respond to you about that program. And because time is not on our side, we also wanted to have a session where we talk a little bit in depth of the careers that we do have. So I'm going to hand over the presentation to Mr. Brian, one of our instructors, who will talk a little bit about what the career in ICT looks like, and what to expect in the ICT careers and that type of thing. They will quickly brush up Then we will be followed with Fred, who will talk about culinary arts, what that looks like. And then Joseph Kara will talk about the cosmetology. And then after that, we will have our wonderful session with Mr. Jackson that will talk about AI, how to use AI for educators. So thank you very much. Let me hand the mic to Mr. Brian.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hirunda. Good evening, everyone. I am Brian Moya, and I'm a digital technician here at Frontlearn Institute. And I'll be taking you through two courses that we offer here. These are the digital courses, specifically the ICT Technician course and Artificial Intelligence. And these are the two driving forces behind modern innovation and digital transformation. And in today's world, in today's world, technology is shifting from that tools that we simply use to machines that perceive, reasoning, and learn. Also, our identity here at Frontline Institute, we are a tertiary training institute focused on empowering young people through practical skills and state-of-the-art facilities. And also, our mission here at Frontline Institute, just like the chair said, is to revolutionize learning and make Africa globally competitive by turning the curious students into the builders and architects of this new era. We are in a digital age, and the future is intelligent, and the opportunity that are available. These are these are reports, as you can see in your screen. These are brief reports of the market what's saying, and you find that you can upskill your skills. Either you are a doctor, come to a teacher, also you are an accountant. You can be able to come and upskill your skills in this digital world. An example, let's take artificial intelligence. You can learn artificial intelligence, upscale that skills, and then use that skills that you have learned in your specific field. An example, a doctor can use artificial intelligence, enhance their work activities, and also be creative enough and innovative enough to come up with projects and works that help the future of today. And here at Frontline Institute, this was briefly offered in ICT technician and also artificial intelligence. And under ICT technician, we have the basic units. These are soft skills which help a student or the trainee in acquiring specific skills in communication, work ethics, entrepreneurial skills, and digital literacy. And you find that these skills, they are required in our day-to-day activities and our day-to-day lives. Also, after that, you get to learn the basic electronics, where you learn the basics of electronics, a foundational level. You understand electronics. Also, you get to learn networking, software installation, ICT security threats. These are malicious acts, and in today's world, there are many malicious acts that are happening. And if you are equipped well and understand how to tackle those threats, you will be in a safer place. Also, you get to learn website design, graphic design, where you get to learn in planning and creating virtual or visual content that communicate. And also, you get to also learn software development and system. These are computer programming skills, application development, system analysis, and also design. And under artificial intelligence, also you start to learn by the soft skills, and then later you'll progress to the basic electronics, so you get to have the foundation on electronics. Then you get to learn the mathematical concepts in artificial intelligence. Also, you get to be introduced to Python programming. Python programming, why Python? Because this is the basic programming language that we use in most of artificial intelligence programs. Also, you get to understand AI machine learning and concepts. This is where you get to know how machines interact from data, both supervised and unsupervised. And then after that, you go other units that you have. You have image recognition and processing, teaching you how to see, or teaching the machines how to see, analyze, and recognize objects in images and videos. Also, you have the natural language processing languages, where you get to learn how do machine help in understanding, interpreting, and responding to human and speech and text. An example, I believe most of you are familiar with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, where you can be able to text to it and then it responds back to you. That concept is natural language processing. Also, you can be able to talk to it and it will respond to you. And then the skills that you acquire, you can qualify to be the ICT technician, you can be a network administrator, a web developer, database administrator, also ICT entrepreneur, and also for the artificial intelligence part, you can be able to be an artificial intelligence programmer. You get to learn also, you can also be a machine learning engineer, a data analyst, and also a robotics technician. And you can see from the reports that I have in the current jobs that are available, you can earn a steady salary from 20,000 and also a boost up to 300,000 per month. And also 85% of jobs that will exist in the year 2030 have not yet been invented. That's from the World Economics Forum. That's a report that was conducted. New jobs are coming up each and every day with the as technology continues shifting. Also, why choose Frontlearn and why Frontlearn? Here at Frontlearn Institute, you get to learn by doing. That's hands-on practical training. You're not coming here to just learn by theory. You're coming here to learn by doing. Also, you're TVET accredited, where you have a nationally recognized certification. Also, we do have industrial attachment and placements, where you get to enter into the real industry, get to work with real companies here in Kenya. And the good thing is that for the attachment, we as Frontline Institute, we have partnered with different organizations where we take our students to do the attachment there. Also, we have a job ready curriculum. So this world that is changing, it's a digital world. New upcoming workforces are coming up. Also, new jobs have been created. And once you're equipped with the right skills and knowledge, you are equivalent to join any of those upcoming jobs. Also, you have expert instructors where you are taught by practically or by participating in professionals. These are professionals that have learned and are accredited. Also, we are Africa Focused Vision, where we prepare you for the next generation of African technologists. Uh, Thank you, and I will hand over the mic to my colleague, Kara. And also, as I leave you with as I conclude my presentation, I'd like to leave you with a quote that comes from my favorite ID. That's a programming environment that we are determined by our imaginations. Thank you, and I'll hand over to Mr. Kara.
Thank you so much, Brian. As you've heard, my name is Kara, or you can call me Joseph. And thank you so much for joining our webinar this evening. I believe we've interacted with so many of the teachers here, especially in Moi Girls High School, and also during the Garissa Science Congress. I get to interact, or I got an opportunity to interact with most of you and shared information about this particular program. This evening, I'll be sharing with you a little about our cosmetology program, which is an interesting field, which focuses a lot on transforming passion in beauty, hairdressing into a professional career that is well-paying. We are in an era whereby previously we would see this course as a course that is done by people who failed in high school or somebody who didn't get an opportunity to join high school. But in today's world or in today's economy, you find that this is one of the most marketable courses. It's a short course because it doesn't take a lot of time in school. You're able to be in school for a period of between 6 months and 1 year. You get some very, very valuable skills that you can actually use to start your own business. You can be easily employed in beauty spas. You can actually do some freelancing work. Today with a smartphone, Instagram, TikTok, you're able to do a beauty service, take a short video, post it, place your number there, and it's very, very easy for you to now get customers from social media. Now, what is cosmetology? This is actually a course whereby you are trained to be a professional, or a program whereby you train um, skills in beauty and personal care, including things like hairdressing, skin care, makeup application, nail technology. You learn to become a professional salon manager or a beautician, or a spa manager. You're also able to learn entrepreneurial skills in this course, because for us we not only focus on you being employed, but we also try to help our students to become their own bosses, to start your own business and learn it successfully. What are the qualifications in this course? We have students who score D- and below. You still have an opportunity to join this course and start with the artisan level. Those who score D Prime, D plus, you are able to start with a certificate level in cosmetology. And for those who score C- and above, you are able to start from diploma level. And the most interesting thing with this course is that it does not limit anyone. For example, you want to join university, you scored a very good grade, but you have passion in beauty, you have passion in hairdressing. You can come in, do a course within 6 months, and have some skills that you can actually use while in university studying to earn some income. I want to take you back a little bit, whereby we saw a video of a very desperate girl as we were starting this webinar. Imagine if that girl had a skill. Let's say, for example, maybe she's passionate about hairdressing or beauty, and she has that skill. She's graduated. She cannot secure a job as she had expected initially, but probably she has this skill and started her own small beauty shop. As she's waiting to secure her um, career that she actually studied in a university, she could be earning from this small beauty shop. So this is actually why these soft skills are very, very, very important to everyone. There are so many career opportunities in the beauty industry or the cosmetology industry, and I'm going to just mention just a few of them. You can be able to become a beautician who offers a full range of beauty treatment in salons and spas, including things like massage, nail care, things to do with makeup artistry. You can become a hairstylist. You can become a makeup artist. You can become a nail technician. You can own your own spa or salon. You can become a massage therapist. These are some of the skills that are very, very, very well paying in this industry. As we conclude, we'd like to look at why should you choose Frontlearn to pursue this course. Number one, this is a course that is fully accredited by TVET. And this means that the certificate and qualifications that you are getting are officially recognized and highly regarded by employers in the beauty industry, nationwide and also internationally. You also get an opportunity to learn practically. For us, we focus a lot on hands-on training. We believe in learning by doing, whereby a student is able, or a student don't just learn a theory, but also get an opportunity to practice real cosmetology techniques through the guidance of our experienced trainers. And this actually helps a student become job ready very, very, very fast. Through the practical training, a student is also able to create or build a portfolio that they can show to their future employers when they are seeking for an employment opportunity, or even their clients, if a student actually ends up starting their own business. We've also invested a lot in our facilities. Here you'll find very, very modern learning environment, whereby you're able to learn in a state-of-the-art facility with proper equipment, and this actually boosts your confidence and makes learning more effective. And also the last one here, our course is career focused. Every module is designed for the real job market. Salons, spas, and beauty centers. You're able also to start your own business easily with our guidance, because as I mentioned earlier, we not only focus on making sure that you're employable, but also you are able to start your own business. I'll reach my presentation there. Thank you so much. And now I'll hand over the mic to Fred to proceed with the next segment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. I hope you can hear me. I introduce myself. My name is Frederick, and I just will be taking you briefly through one of our programs we have, which is CulinaryArts, also known as Food and Beverages Production. Basically, this is a course that you are trained to be a professional chef. And when you hear of a chef, is somebody who needs to do something in the kitchen. I won't repeat what Joseph and also Vanna said, but basically at Frontlearn, we focus on ensuring that our training is focused on what employers are looking for. And what is being looked for nowadays is just somebody who has not only have certificate, but also have skills that are also can help even the industry to grow together. And happening at the moment in the industry, there are so many opportunities for a job, but the thing is people are missing skills. People are missing what is exactly needed in the job market. And TVET colleges like Frontlearn, we are coming here to bridge the gap to ensure that we equip the student, we equip the graduate with the knowledge, with the skills, so that they can be able to go to the industry well equipped and ready for the market. Maybe you can just briefly talk about the career progression of the CulinaryArts course or food production. You can even start by being a comic chef or maybe a kitchen assistant. I normally call these levels even Frontlearn intern because the way we train them to ensure that they match even to start the industry. From here, you can go even to chef de partie, this is a person who is in charge of the department. From this end, you can go to the end chef and also become an executive chef. It's a program whereby as you grow in terms of the experience, that's how even your salary is becoming. You can see even the highest level in the kitchen, you can even earn up to even over 100K in a month. And at a higher level, I'll just take you about the overview of this program. The program, just the qualification, just the same because we are all having a separate qualifications. A student with a C- and above, I'm saying at above because even we are focusing to ensure even those who are qualifying for a university, but they want to do the practical skill, they are welcome in this diploma program, which takes 2 years. A student who has a D plain and above, can do a certificate program which takes 1 year. And also now at this point, the government through TVET is trying to create opportunity for everyone, even a student with D minus, student with E. From our statistics, we realize there are so many even students getting E or D minus. These people are also welcomed in this program because you can start from the artisan level. From artisan now you can proceed to certificate, unique short courses. Actually, it's a 1 month because you can even do a cakes and cake decoration a short course. It's a 1 month program. We are living in a generation whereby there are so many birthdays, there are so many even weddings. These are skills that even can help you open your bakery. You sell the breakfast to the students or other within the university. You can also even open your bakery shop and be baking for the graduation cakes, wedding cakes, birthday cakes. And at this point, even they are even leasing their funds even to facilitate their school fee while at school. Also, there's other program like a barista. You understand these are the programs that even are very, very marketable. If in the Gulf country, even in the cruise ships, there are short courses that can even help you forget that you have a course you have done for 4 years and focus on this one program. I'm talking from experience because I have seen so many people going through this program and even they make it in life rather than the courses they have done for maybe 2 or 3 more years. Also, I will just briefly look at why Frontlearn is basically the same thing my colleague Joseph talked about. It's about hands-on practical. At Frontlearn, we believe that the best way for you to learn is just by doing. That's why in our class, also you can see at the second point, is small class size. Why Frontlearn? Because one, the class is very small. Even sometimes it's less than even 20 students in that class. This will help the trainer to just interact you one-on-one, understand your weaknesses, understand your strength. At this point, we'll be able to tell you now, this is wrong. We didn't agree on this. We said this is how you do it, this is how you do it. Maybe this could be the best way to help you at least get that add-on skill that you can help you to secure a job in the industry. Also, another reason why we believe in why Frontlearn, our fee is very, very affordable, and we allow you even to pay in the installment. Again, we have another program for interns, whereby at Frontlearn, everybody is guaranteed for internship opportunity. Everybody is guaranteed for attachment opportunity. We have partnered with the high-level hotels, like superior hotels. We name them like Naivasha, we name them like Pullman up in Nairobi, a high-level hotel that will give you experience. And even sometimes, most of our students are getting jobs in those hotels. I think as you can see from this video, you can see that student is interacting with the chef one-on-one. At this stage, the chef will be able to guide you. And from here to the market, you'll be ready for the market. We will prepare you psychologically that you're going to compete with the people who have been trained. Again, you are going there to show the world during the internship. You are ready for the market. And that's why we say the Frontlearn, we are here to shape your future. Frontlearn, we learn by doing to ensure that there is no graduate who will leave Frontlearn unemployed. We are creating employment, we are giving you skill, we are giving you experience while you are at school. I think I end my presentation at that point. I just say thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fred, for that wonderful presentation. Thank you very much, participants, for following through. I know it's been a bit intense, but that is okay. So thank you. Just a quick, maybe a bit of a rejoinder here. Before we get into the next session, which will be an AI session for educators, I just want to quickly remind our people, for those who are looking at trying to join this ambassadors program, there will be a link that we are sharing on the chat that you can register with. There is a link that which is a Google form that is on the chat that you can go ahead and register the ambassador program. As I said, there are many benefits that are coming in there. We will do some good benefits for good guidance for training. We also have the link on the website. If you come to our website, frontlearn.ac.ke, which I believe, is it showing on the screen? Is my website showing? It's showing. Okay. Yes. If you come to the website, you come to frontlearn.ac.ke. Here, you come under admissions. You will find the ambassador program. The ambassador program talks about this whole program that we have in here. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you have places that you can fill out your information. If you want to sign up, you can also sign up here. And whenever you have signed up and gotten an ambassador ID, you can go ahead and refer students here using your ambassador IDs. And as we said, that when you refer a student with your ambassador ID, they are enrolled. There is a token of appreciation, a commission for 2,000 for a certificate and 3,000 for a diploma. So by all means, this is a program that is open to all teachers and anyone who wants to be an ambassador. So go ahead and feel free to sign up. So thank you very much. At this particular point, I want to invite Mr. Jackson. We have a session about AI. So I tell you, AI is doing wonders. We have been able to eliminate a lot of non-value added work during this whole teaching experience by use of AI. There are a lot of things that are burdening teachers, a lot of things that are burdening people, and it draws a lot of their time from doing the teaching work, and they have to do administrative things that now AI can help resolve. So we have a session here that will be talking about how to use AI as an educator, and Mr. Jackson, we will take us through this session of this AI session, and from that we will be able to get a few nuggets on how to go ahead and use this AI. So I will, without further ado, let me invite Mwana Jackson to come and share this session on AI.
Thank you, Mr. Runda, and welcome everyone to this short bit on AI. I'd like to start with what our Gen Zs are saying today. Ati tunachukua cha mvunguni lakini hatuinami. AI has come to cause a change in how we do our work. Cut a whole lot of repetition from what you repeat every day, every term, every month, to just 15 minutes work. And you can have your work schemes ready, your lesson plans ready. You can do a quiz in a few minutes and give it to students, and it's assessed. Now, I want to ask you a question. What is this repetition work that you do every day, or that you do every term, that you'd rather put aside and have AI do for you? I'm going to take you through one of the powerful LLMs, or large language models, by Google, called Notebook LM, that can reduce your workload as a teacher by 60%. That way, you'll be able to concentrate with your learners and ensure that they are excelling in their studies, and more so will free much of your time and ensure that those learners, you as an ambassador, are coming to Frontlearn. So by the end of this session, you'll be able to see how Notebook can do. And Notebook is supported by it's not showing. Okay.
Stand by. Let me just ensure the screen is showing.
I believe now you can be able to see my screen. Yes. So by the end of this session, you'll be able to see how powerful Notebook LM can cut your work by 60% through the documents that you currently hold. You do syllabuses, you do schemes of work, you have past papers, and they can be for a particular lesson, they can be for particular school. So generating a lesson plan, you just have to give notebook LLM a curriculum, and then it will generate for you schemes of work. And from your past papers, you can be able to create a cart, and not just one. It can build from what you have generated last one and keep continuing as the lessons progresses. And then it can build revision materials. These revision materials can be depending on how you tell it to do. It can be for your excelling students, it can be for your mid learners, and it can be for your slow learners. And this will ensure that you use your AI safely, as it will understand and support you as a teacher. Now, why does this matter? AI today, a significant portion of your time is spent, or let's say your weekends, your holidays, generating lesson plans, generating schemes of work, worksheets, and reports. This can be done by Notebook LM. So, what do you need as to be supported as a teacher and not replaced? If you look in 1995, 20 years ago, Kenya or Africa at large did lay away a lot of people because of the introduction of the computer. Today, some people are afraid that they'll be laid down because of AI, but that's not true, because when Kenya laid off, or when people were laid off because of the introduction of the computer, the workforce has continually grown over the years to 2024. When AI came into place, it was double what was in 1995. So computer did not come to replace anyone in the workplace, but what was replaced were those that did not know how to work with computers. So make yourself ready by learning to work with an AI early. So what does Notebook LLM do? Once you upload your syllabus, your schemes of work, your past papers, and your marking schemes, these are those that you had prepared way before. It can be able to generate for you your lesson plans, cards with marking schemes, revision worksheets, exam analysis reports. Now, as a head teacher or a principal in a secondary school, you'll be able to see all what every lesson is doing, or what every subject is doing, how it is doing, and you can be able to discuss with the heads of these departments on how to improve quality using your own school's documents that are uploaded first. Now, if all teachers and all head of departments coordinate and upload the necessary documents, then you're creating one of the most powerful feature within your organization that will not only cut time for you on doing repetitive work, but will ensure that you keep improving on supporting your learners. Now, how does this do? How does this go? That is, uh, how is Notebook LM? Where do you start? I've shared a document with you all on chat. If you look on chat, there is a link for your takeaway ready prompts in Notebook LM that is giving you a guide on how where to start, and a process on how you can upload all these documents. You start by creating a notebook, and that procedure is there. Then from that notebook, you can be able to upload all your documents, that is schemes of work, lesson plans that you've prepared, or you can be able to just upload a syllabus and tell the AI or the LLM that I want to generate lessons of this length for this time. Let's say a term goes for 12 weeks, and you, as the geography teacher, you have a class every week that is 40 minutes long, repeats twice a week, and across 10 weeks. Say the 2 weeks are for cuts and the main exam. Now you can be able to tell from that, from the syllabus that you have uploaded, generate for me lessons based on that syllabus for that period of time. Beyond that, You can be able to now a cut, and on that you can build that cut. So you have already uploaded. Now, the same document that I've uploaded will be able to show you how to generate a lesson plan based on the uploaded syllabus and schemes of work for a certain topic. And then Notebook M gives you something else. It gives you a way to generate flashcards. They are like our PPTs today or what you used to do in Excel. But the flashcards are better because during 10 or okay, let's say go back 5 years ago, you were able to teach prepared materials on PPTs from photos you've gathered in the internet on projectors. If you're not there yet, you're able to now today to generate content that is relevant depending on difficulty level that you set to students that they can be able to interact with. Now, you're also able to generate a cut and a marking scheme. Uh, with the competency based curriculum today, you are able to generate a pathway for a student based on what they're doing or what pathway they are at. And this can make your work way easier. You're able to also generate revision worksheets and differentiate these activities for slow learners, average, and advanced learners per topic. This you couldn't do because it triples or doubles your work and quadruples your work based on the number of students that you have. But now AI can do that in less than 10 minutes. Now, from the same document, you can look at how to generate a lesson plan for a certain level, that is a class, and a certain topic on your uploaded syllabus. Not just that, you also have uh, content or materials that you teach with. You have ebooks, you have videos. It can be able to generate for you an audio, a video, a flow chart that otherwise used to take teachers quite a long time to do. Currently, right now, if you don't have a device, okay, let's say you're in school and you have your phone, you have a laptop, you have a computer. Even the schools that are not well endowed with these facilities, one computer can be enough for all the teachers. One phone, the phone that you already have, you only need to download a notebook LM and you're able to. The link is not accessible. I'll reshare the link again and then we can all do. One computer can be able to be used by the teachers across various lessons because you only need less than 10 minutes to generate your work and share it with the students. AI today can draft your lesson plans, create assessments, prepare revision materials, and ensure that you as a teacher remains responsible for classroom delivery and interaction, final marking decisions because it can pre-mark and tell you these students is at this level. It can be a professional and a pastoral judgment and can adopt content to learners. Today, AI is a preparation assistant. You as a teacher are always in the room and always in charge. So ask yourself this week, what can you do with Notebook LM or what can you do with ChatGPT and other available LMs to make your work easier? So I would urge you all to start from to start from uploading your syllabus to a notebook LM, creating a notebook. Then each department can generate a cart based on the uploaded sources. Then the departments can generate revision worksheets for upcoming topics. And the departments can also generate exam analysis reports based on the workloads, and your workload drops measurably. There are several systems today available to teachers, but AI is more powerful and all these systems combined. Now, uh, because there is a take-home package distributed to you, and I will ensure that that link is working. So use that one-page quick start guide in your take-home package to get started. If each teacher within your school just saves 30 minutes a week, across the term you'll have recovered hundreds of teaching hours that can now go directly into supporting your learners. I'm going to reshare again that a lengthy um, URL or resource that you can all interact with. Okay, seeing that you don't have access. Okay, so just keep that link and we will allow access. Yes. Okay, let me show you something on Notebook LM. Um, Reshare my screen again so that you see what I am talking about. Okay, now if you look at your screen, there is, okay, show my screen. There is a presentation there. This is from where you create a notebook. I believe you can all see my screen. Now, from that, you can be able to create a notebook by just saying create. And when you create, you add your sources. It will prompt you the first thing, upload your files, websites, whether they're in Google Drive or copied text. You can upload a file there. Allow me to upload a syllabus here of a document. Um, just a minute, good. I've opened one file that is a syllabus and it is loading. On this side, you'll see select your sources. You saying yes. When that source is uploading, in the middle part where you have chat, you can type what you want. You can be able to also upload, add more sources on your right. And on the extreme left where you have studio, that is the power of AI because you can be able to generate an audio. A slide deck is the same as your PPTs, a video based on your source, flashcards, reports, a quiz, and all this. But once you start, you'll not be able to stop because you will see the power of AI. I'm waiting for my source to finish uploading. Okay. I'm waiting for my source to finish uploading and I can just show you the power of AI from just one syllabus. It has no content, but it's only showing what we need to do for a class like computer network setup. So wait, in the middle part where you have chat is where you interact with. There are various ways you can be able to interact with AI. And will be a class that you can do later called prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is how do you interact or what do you tell the AI to do? Once a source is uploaded, the first thing it does, it gives you a summary. The document is a comprehensive training module showing all that and what you require to do. It can give you several questions, but I want to prepare eight, eight lessons based on the curriculum, based on the source. And just like that, it goes into the details and it drafting the lesson plans. And there you go. It shows you what lesson 1 should entail, lesson 2, lesson 3, all the way up to lesson 8. And it is showing you the objectives, the topics, the on each level. Then I can say that I've just prepared a lesson plan for the 8 lessons. If you want to go into detail, it can do that. But then you've seen some numbers based on what you have uploaded. If you point on one number, it shows you from where am I getting that source. Now, that is just your curriculum. If I upload a scheme of work, it will be able to fill the contents across the 8 weeks. If I say prepare notes for lesson 1, you can be able to prepare the notes as a teacher copy or a student copy for a learner who is a beginner. You only need to write in English, and it goes into that. What it prepares, you can be able to convert that as a source. Lesson 1 from introduction, what is computer? It is doing all these definitions and all what you need to train. I can be able now to save these notes. You see, the note has been generated, foundations of computer, and then I can be able to convert that note to a source. Now I have 2 sources. One is the syllabus, and now the foundations of computer network, which is a source. Now I can be able to prepare a quiz. Now to prepare a quiz, I don't need the syllabus, so I uncheck it and say quiz. When you point quiz, it will tell you generate an AI interactive quiz based on your source. The only selected source on your left is the foundation of computer networks. I click quiz. Now it tells you create a quiz to help me prepare my what should the topic be? Computer network foundation or foundations. Generate. In a few minutes, it's generating your quiz based on the selected sources. And that is how powerful Notebook LM is. You can be able to do much more. Once the quiz is generated, you'll be able to see it. And you can be able to interact with this on chat. The quiz is generated. Let's look at it. Based on the source, just one source. Now imagine this is a school or this is a teacher who has uploaded all his lessons. And then what is the primary objective of a computer network as defined in the source material? It can be able to give you a hint. I can be able to interact with this quiz, and I can be able to download this quiz. Sorry, let me go back to studio. I can be able to come to the 3 dots and say share. Sharing means I can be able to share it on my Google Drive and download it. Or I can convert it to a source and I can be able to share with the students. Now, if you interact with a quiz as the teacher, it can be able to mark for you in real time. You see, if I click I've clicked A and it said, that is the wrong answer. It's not quite the truth. Why? Because the right answer is there. It's B. So you're able to do this now in real time. You can share this as it comes with a marking scheme with your learners, and you'll be able to interact. Let me just generate for you a flashcard so that you can see what we are talking about in making your work easier while you're presenting. Generate, okay, what the topic should be, foundations again of computer networking. The kind of flashcards it generates are quite detailed because it incorporates even photos, illustrations, and all that. Things that you need in your everyday class to ensure that your students pass. You can be able to share these with your learners. They can be able to interact, to read through them, to see through them. What I was told by one of my teachers is that what you see, you remember. Now, my flashcards are already ready. So, how do they look like? And as you continue building your time, what is a fundamental, sorry, let me go back. What is a fundamental definition of a computer network? It gives you an answer. It's a collection of interconnected shared devices. You go to the next flashcards. These are what slow learners need um, to ensure that they keep remembering. If you do a slide deck, it can be able to generate your presenter slides. Generate. Flashcards, they'll be able to flip through and see what exactly am I required to answer for a particular kind of question. What does this term mean? And it just generates all those. A slide deck now is much easier than we used to do because taking photos from online, they may not really suit what you want to cover. But on AI today, you're able to generate these based on the content that and the sources that you've uploaded, and it is quite relevant with whatever level of students that you set. And based on that, as my last input, if I once I show you the slide deck, we would love to have your questions on chat so that we can help them answer you, and also ensure that you've gotten the link on chat on where to start with notebook, and we will continue with this training for our career ambassador program. Those who will join us, and we'll keep ensuring that you're also appraised in how to become better trainers, better ambassadors, and ensuring that we free much of your time with AI. As you learn, we also learn. Thank you. I'll give back to Mr. Kirunda as the slides deck gets generated, and we can answer any of your questions if you have any on chat.
Maybe before we let you go, is it payable? This notebook LLM?
Notebook LM is free. As long as you have a Google account, just type notebook LM and it will be there for you.
Okay,
And
thank
the
you.
beauty
Because
about notebook
nowadays,
LM,
thank you so much. Because nowadays most of this AI are payable.
yes, but notebook LM is one of the most open, and that allows you to use a lengthy pattern or a lengthy time on it before it starts throttling you. Notebook LM is just like our Google today. We used Google the other years as a free source, but today Google has gone a step ahead and provided us with Notebook LM. So I'm waiting for the slide deck to finish generating. We are open to your questions on chat, and those who can unmute their microphones and ask, we are here to answer.
Thank you so much. That was really a nice presentation. I'm in love with AI.
Okay, let's say you're on Gmail or whatever Google app using
I'm on
on
Gmail.
your
I'm on
top
Gmail.
right. There is good on your top right next to your account photo or account details. There is usually a nine square dot feature. If you click on it and scroll down there you will see Notebook LM. And with that, you're able to interact with AI from Google from a start. So, or you can just type on search Notebook LM. First link it will give you will be a link to join Notebook LM. Any other questions, kindly? You can type your question on chat or unmute yourself and ask a question.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
So I would like to know where most of this your school found.
We are located in Kahawa, Wendani, in Thika Road. That is where we are based, Frontlearn Institute. So it's Thika Road here in Kahawa, Wendani.
You don't have branches from other counties, for example, close to Embu, close to Meru.
No, we don't have the branches as of now, but there
Mhm.
are plans to have another branch in Nakuru coming up this next year. But right now, those are the two main areas that we currently have in going on.
So when we refer students, for example, who come from far from northern parts, we refer them to Kawa.
You refer them to Kahawa because we usually have our facility has hostels. So we have hostels in the facility. So people from all over the country are coming in here to come in here to get. And as we have mentioned, the issue is, I think even getting the right skills sometimes will require, a little bit of effort. So we are taking people from just the whole country who want to come and do that training. Later on, sometimes next year, we will continually empower these online trainings that are currently going on. So we will use that as also a framework to reach other people who are really far. But right now, we are taking people at Kahawa.
So I have a final question.
Yes,
I have a student who has done a CPA.
yes.
Do you offer accounting online so packages? Those are training person on online.
Accounting
On
training.
accounting, yes.
You mean just accounting lessons?
Those account not there is a those packages in accounting in
Mm-hmm.
computer that accountant they use mostly.
Or QuickBooks. Okay, we usually have. You're talking of computerized accounting. Yes. Yeah.
Computerized
Yeah.
accounting.
Oh, yes. 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 I mean, there's usually computerized accounting sessions that are there. So, and you will learn just specific computerized accounting sessions. Those are usually seasonal, based on the demand. Whenever we have the kind of demand that is coming in, that's when we usually roll those courses.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other question?
Maybe the fee structure. You've been in mute as far as the fees is concerned, the certificate, artisan, the diploma, and for the hostels. How much are we talking about for students coming from across the country? Like right now, I'm in Kwale, Mombasa are in Coast Province.
Yes.
A student in Kwale who wants to come and learn in Frontline, which is in Nairobi, what are we talking about as far as the hostel fees concerned, the diploma fees concerned, the artisan and the certificate? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. That's actually a very powerful questions. But one thing I would like to explain to you before I respond to the question is that the reason why even we are at the moment based at Wendani, we want to create an environment whereby you are getting all the equipment that you'll find in the modern market. And that's why we don't want to be involved in a situation whereby we have a one room branch, one room branch. But if you go to that room, you go to that kitchen, you go to that computer lab, you just find a normal computer. So we want to have one center that is fully equipped in a way that if you come into that kitchen, you move out with everything you find in a five-star hotel. If you come into that room, you find everything you meet in a high-end beauty spa. If you go to Dubai, you meet a very head beauty spa. Some people even now are trying to ensure that everything is done using a machine. If you do not have a well-equipped facility, you'll end up being trained, but you go to face a lot of challenges there. But just to be specific on your question, our hostel cost is 4,300 per month. That is actually very secure. And I am in love on the name you're mentioning, Coast, because even the intake we have at the moment, I have not less than 10 students from Coast, which are making their time to come all the way from Malindi, all the way from Tuapa, to come here because they believe in the facility. Again, also one thing I advise people is that as some people say, ni vizuri unaonja chakula ya mwingine to avoid a situation whereby you think your mom is the only person who knows how to cook. So I advise them even to come to Nairobi. They experience a new life. They get be exposed to different environment. At least by the way they come off from the school, they know Mombasa culture. They know Mel culture. They now have how people in Nairobi live, how we interact together, how we live together as a family. So I take it in a positive way. It's an advantage to come to Nairobi, get exposed to how we live here, get exposed on how we do our things here, so that at the end of it all, you'll be equipped from not only the practical knowledge, from not only getting certificate, but also understanding different culture, understanding different personality, understanding how different people, or what I love or what I don't love. Thank you.
You have responded on the hostel fees. What about the fees for a specific course like the artisan course, certificate course, and maybe the diploma? So that as we are the ambassadors, we are walking around, we want to convince the students, we want to convince the parents, we actually must be telling them exactly how much you are talking about so that they can plan in earnest how much or the budget they might have to have their children successfully complete a course in Frontline. Thank you.
Very good question. Very good question. So one of the things that you will have access to the ambassadors drive, which everyone will have access to it. Let me just show you. If you come, if you go to Google Drive, there will be like a Frontlearn Ambassadors Drive here, and there will be a Frontlearn Ambassadors Digital Toolkit that will have all the information that will be there. Presentations, we're talking of institutional booklets, the policy that is there, we're talking of even the fee structure, which you're talking about, will be found in here. If you want to see all kinds of posters, they will be located here for you to see in this ambassador box. So when you sign up, you will have access to this particular Google Drive, and you will be able to download all these items. Now, as far as the fee is concerned, we pride ourselves to offer one of the best value training that we have. Because remember, our training is very practical based, meaning, and it's individual practical based. What do I mean by that? Every person does their own practical. So when you go to the kitchen, everyone is actually baking a cake when they bake. And they actually take those cakes home to go and eat them. If they have to cook any gourmet meal, each and every individual person is doing it for themselves. So the cost is usually very expensive, but I want to say that we have the best cost position in here because we look for efficiencies that are coming there. So when you look at like our culinary arts, the food and beverage production, what you're seeing there is the fee. The fee is usually for one semester you will end up for semester one. There's usually like a bunch of courses that come in here, but for a semester, we are talking of about 44,000 for that semester. If you divide that by 3, it's less than 15,000 a month for a culinary arts. Now, if you are to go head to head, compare any other institution that is offering the training that you are finding, you will not find it with that particular course that we are offering. So we are usually looking at how can we have very good efficiency in our process so that we can keep our costs low. We understand the people we are dealing with, they need to have a world-class education at a low cost. And that is where we are coming out strongly on. So we have very affordable fee. The fee structure is in here. You will find it in the digital access toolkit that will show you each and every fee for each and every semester that is there. Okay, so again, as I mentioned, once you sign up, you will get access to this particular Frontlearn drive. There will be even presentations, videos, course outlines that you will need, that you may need to look at. All that detail will be coming in here so that you can be able to download them and see them. You will even have links to videos, like a video such as the one that I was about to show here of our facility. This one will be also a link in there so that if someone is interested to actually see this facility that we are talking about, they can actually see it from wherever they are. And I tell you, it's an excellent facility. The people here have invested quite a bit of time to ensure that whoever is coming to learn here, they have very good facilities. They are learning what the market is required and using that right skill so that at least these people can get the jobs and not have these jobs being taken by other people from outside because we don't have the right skill. So yeah. Okay, and I see.
Now, one
Yes.
last question.
Yes.
I've done the sign up, and it has said it's successful.
Very
From
good.
there, how do I access it now? Because it just said successful, and I found myself outside that site.
Very good. Thank you very much. So what will happen with this is that because you have signed up, we will get back to you with an ambassador ID. Okay, we'll get back to you with an ambassador ID, and there will be like some other details that we may need to collect so that we can formalize that whole process. So you'll get that through email. And once you have that ambassador ID, that will be like now your referral ticket. So anyone who you refer, if you come to our website, if you go to our website, let me just go get the website here. If you come to our website and you go through this area that we're talking of, this under admissions ambassador program, you come here and you refer students through this area and use that ambassador ID. Automatically, if that student is enrolled, you will be getting the credit that we are talking about, the commission that we are talking about for 2,000 certificate and 3,000 for the diploma. Now, you will also be getting an email where a link for a tool that can help you query. If you want to know that you've sent maybe about 5 students, you want to know what the status is, you will have an email, you will have a link that you will be given that you can query and actually see out of these students that I sent to, how many have actually joined and how many have not, and what is the status of that commission. And from that is once they're enrolled, again, at the end of the month, you will be receiving your dues. So that's why in one of the forms you will be required to say, hey, if you how do you want to receive your dues, either through M-Pesa or through the bank or whatever. That is information that will give us, so that whenever that ambassador ID has been associated with that student who's been enrolled, you automatically are credited on that fee.
Thank you so much. One last question. Now,
Yes.
there are cases where I might meet students on the corridors,
Yes.
maybe walking in the corridors of Mombasa town or Kwale town. These are the former students. Then I know the information about the front line. I talk into them accepting or maybe choosing a course. So they say I'm going to think about it. Then at the end of the day, I receive a call from them that they have already joined the front line. How will you handle that? Because
Now,
they will have done that through my persuasion and maybe me giving them the information about the front line. How will you handle that?
now
That particular
there are 2 ways to go about it. If you refer a student, by all means, even give them your ambassador ID. All right. And tell them that use this ID. You can even tell them that they use this ID, they may get even a special preferential rate. But they need to come up with that ID. Whenever the people get involved, get admitted here, one of the questions in the admission form is, where did you know about this? All right. And if there is a particular ambassador ID associated with that particular student, automatically that is credited. So if you have faith that your students will bring that ambassador ID, give it to them. They will come and they share that ambassador IDs with us. Definitely that automatically goes through, it gets credited with you because automatically that student is associated with that particular ambassador ID. But usually we would want you to, whenever, if there are people who have potential and you know them, just come and notify us through this particular link. Say, there's a particular student from here, whatever details that you do have, so that at least we have a record, so that that information is transparent and is coming out clearly. Okay. Any other question? I can see there's a question coming in from Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, you have your hand raised up, Mr. Mbuvi. Okay.
Okay, mine is about the form, the registration form.
Yes.
I'm tried the link. I have tried the link and it has given me a feedback that my request has been placed. I don't know whether that was the right link for registration.
No, that is fine. So as long as we have that information, we will go ahead and process this, and we will process to the limit that you actually get that ambassador ID. It will come in two ways. Number one is that you'll get an email, formal email. But if you also, if you have, if you allow, USSD, you will also get a text message from the Frontlearn USSD, messages that tells you your Frontlearn ambassador ID. And I don't know if most of you were able to get some information on that USSD that is written Frontlearn through your text. So if you happen to receive it, you will also receive information on your ambassador ID there, as well as your email on that whole process. What did you say?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. I can see Mr. Francis has a question. Mr. Francis, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you. It's good to see you here.
Yes, there's something someone has said.
Yes.
About these ambassadors' idea.
Yes.
I don't know if I was thinking, like last time I told you, I don't know if you can prepare some forms by end of term 3. You share to our school, we give students to fill. Then there's somewhere where there's the ambassador's ID, we give the ID. Then once they come, you can process them. I don't know. We send back to you, then you liaise with their parents.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. You shared some very brilliant ideas, and definitely you will see that coming up. For those who are interested in us following forms, because sometimes through this ambassador ID, we try to encourage that even some people will get some discounts because of that whole process. So for those who are interested, we can get you some forms for your students to fill out. And as they're filling out that form, make sure that they sign up with that particular ambassador ID, and those forms will come back, and through the marketing processes, we can follow up and ensure that that every single person is receiving what is coming out. So thank you, yes, for that particular ID. We will be in touch with you in your case for when the time comes around. And those were very brilliant ideas, Bwana Francis.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other question? There is a question on chat. Let me see if we can find that question. Okay, there is a person who is eligible for scholarship in Frontlearn. Okay, that's usually case by case. That's usually case by case. On the website, we have a section where, for scholarships, people are able to apply. and I think today is not working. So that's usually case by case. It's usually whenever people apply, the committee will look at need-based situations, and whenever there are need-based situations, they actually do get scholarships. We have quite a small percentage of our students who are completely here, fully sponsored by Frontlearn, where we arrange some sort of a work study program for those students who are very marginalized and but show a very high potential. So you usually have those programs that are there, and by all means, once with that information is received, it's reviewed case by case. Yes, so that is for Mr. Kinywa. Huh? All right, and any other question? Okay, so if there are no other questions, I think I want to hand back the mic a little bit to Bwana Jackson so that he can finish his session on the notebook LM bit, because there was something that was generating there, and then we'll come back, take any final questions, and then close. So I hand over to Mr. Jackson to finish his session.
So, like I was telling you, when you go to Notebook LM and you can be able to generate a slide deck, that's what I want to show you now. Now, imagine this is your biology class and you're on a topic about the heart. If you look at what I've shared there, those are slides that have been generated automatically by AI. Photos are very visible. It shows you, it just divides all the work into very readable material, finds appropriate photos and adds them there and labels them appropriately. So in a class like biology, you'll be able to take advantage of these very much because it can divide, let's say you're talking about the heart, it can show the ventricles, the veins, the aortas, and all these. If you can look at that slide deck, none of those photos have looked for them in the internet, but they have just been automatically generated by AI. So as a trainer, as a teacher, these can do you a whole lot of work. There is a photo there of a person, and it is showing you the operational safety and ergonomics of a network engineer. And it is showing what you need for body protection can be replicated in biology, physics, and anywhere that you need it. And it not only shows illustration, it even colors them. I urge you to interact with Notebook LM from the document that you've shared, and we can continue with this kind of training for our ambassadors, and you'll be able to learn more as trainers, free your work, be able to teach more, and even refer more to Frontlearn. Thank you. That's what I had.
That was beautiful. Brilliant presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jackson, for that wonderful presentation. Again, this is just a small bit of what AI could do. So if you want to see other things, perhaps there are things that you teachers are really struggling with, and you're wondering how can we do something in a particular way. Because we have that opportunity to interact with these AI tools, we would be very happy to get feedback from you, and we will be able to bake that in the next webinar that we have, perhaps maybe solve some other problems. What you have seen is very small bit. The power of AI is huge. If I was to come in here and tell you what we have been able to do with AI is amazing. what you just saw is creating a slide deck. Do you know you can actually create even a video there from just those little clicks that were there that will explain to you everything about that particular concept. You can even create a podcast from there. You can do so many things that are there. Nowadays you can even build systems through AI without ever learning software design and software engineering. So it's really powerful, and we are hoping to share a lot of these things as we are going through the time. So I think we have exceeded our time. It's now 9:18. We were hoping to finish at 9 o'clock. So I think I'm just gonna provide one opportunity for maybe one or two questions or comments. And then after that, I think we can end with a word of prayer. So maybe I'll just pause here to provide one or two questions or comments, and then we will end. So so I take it that all is well. So yes, so I think we are grateful. Thank you very, very much for joining this session. Again, for those who have signed up on the ambassador program, we will be getting back to you. You'll make sure that you get that ambassador ID, and from that ambassador ID, we will continually strengthen this partnership, and together we can really make a difference in this world. So I think at this juncture, I just want to take the time to thank the members of the Frontlearn team and for you for joining. And I think we can now close with a word of prayer. With a word of prayer from from Fred. Let's see.
Thank you again, moderator, for the. Thank you, moderator, for another opportunity. Let us pray. We thank you, Jehovah Father, for this opportunity, King of Glory, have given unto us, Father. We honor your name, King of Glory, for the platform, Jehovah God, we and Father. We have discussed, Jehovah God, on so many things, Father Lord. We have, Jehovah God, interacted with so many tools, Jehovah Father. We have, Jehovah King of Glory, made, Jehovah God, some discussion on different items in Jehovah King of Glory. But, Jehovah God, without your blessings, Father, it's nothing, Jehovah God, you have done, Father. In this particular moment, Jehovah, we request your blessings unto each and everyone, Jehovah God, of joined this forum. We, Jehovah God, request your blessings unto the Frontlearn family, Jehovah God, as the facilitator, Father. I bless each and every ambassador, Jehovah God, who have joined this forum, King of Glory, Father. We are starting, Jehovah God, a journey together, Father, that you are not only, Jehovah God, benefiting, Father, but also, Jehovah God, we are touching, Jehovah God, the young generation, King of Glory. We are giving them hope, Jehovah King of Glory. We are living in a situation, Father, we are living in an environment where some King of Glory, they are, Jehovah God, feeling disappointed, Jehovah God, even with the wrong. Jehovah Glory. May Jehovah God give each one of us, Jehovah God, wisdom, Father, so that we can, Jehovah God, guide this generation together, Father. We understand, King of Glory, with your blessings, Father, we will grow together and we will all win together, King of Glory. Now, as we have come to the end of this season, Father, we, Jehovah God, request you to be with us, Father, through the night, King of Glory, through everything you are planning to do for the remaining part of the week, Father, through everything you are planning to do for the remaining part of the year, King of Glory, and through our life, Jehovah, King of Glory. We request your blessings. We request your wisdom, Father. We request your guidance, King of Glory, in everything we do, Jehovah, Father. And now, King of Glory, as we end the session, we thank you for the opportunity, Father, and also request you that you forgive us. In case, Jehovah God, there's something we have done that is not worthy, Father, we pray for your forgiveness. We pray, Jehovah God, for your blessings, Father. And now be with us, guide us, Father, and protect us, Lord. Through Christ our Lord, I pray and trusting. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What a powerful
What
prayer.
a powerful prayer.
May God bless
May
Frontline.
God bless
May God
Frontline.
bless all of us.
Amen.
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 Thank you very much.
Good night, guys. May God bless you. Signing off from Kwale. Bye-bye.
Asante sana. We look forward to getting in touch.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. May God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good night from Garissa.
Wow. Thank you. And that is Madam Damaris.
Rusweti,
Yes.
we met with you in Garissa. Mm. Let's see the numbers remaining. How many are remaining? 14. 13 now. We inclusive, so there's something I've noticed.